Hey Pravana babes, it's Melody and Michael Lowenstein from Ross Michael Salon. We're known for our pastel unicorn looks and our icy platinum locks.
Yes, we are. We get asked so much about toning blonde hair. I've got a really cool technique that I'm going to be doing where I use express tones. This is our beautiful model, Ariana. The trend we're seeing now is going away from the global due to the maintenance. People are now wanting a little more dimensional color. And so today's process is going to be taking Ariana from her global lighting more into a dimensional color. So we'll be doing a highlight and a low light. And I want to show you one of my absolute go-tos, the Pravana Chrome Silk 6.22 BBBB. This is a cool brown, and it works so well. I don't have to do anything as far as trying to custom formulate to get that low light over hair like this. Ariana's hair has a lot of porosity from previously being global lightened. So we're only going in with Pravana 10 Volume Cream Developer and the 622, and that's what's going to be our low light. Still have to deal with some of her grow out, and I'm going to show you a little technique with express tones later on how I go ahead and soften that up a little bit. Our go-to for in-foil work is the Pure Light Power Lightener and 20 volume, and that's all we need. You can see her grow out here and what she has left over from her global. So when we come in with our power lightener, it's important that we just touch this area in here because we just want to address the grow out. I took about a 1/4 inch section and gave it about a medium weave, which should add enough dimension back in her hair. So with the lightener, this is all we're gonna do is right in here. We wanna be careful we don't overlap that because we don't want to create breakage or anything, which we don't really have a problem with her hair breaking, but it's always good to use your due diligence on that there. Okay guys, I did the first 2 foils here, and both of those are the blonding, and we're gonna do a 2-to-1 pattern, and I wanna show you here the low light here. So this is our 622 that I talked about, and we're gonna go ahead and just start just slightly off her scalp in that area, and we're going to bring this out all the way through. Remember, this 622 I'm using 10 volume because her hair is quite porous, so we don't need to, add a whole bunch of lift to that. We're really just looking for deposit. So we still want to keep her into more of a blonde look, and that's why the pattern is going to be 2 blondes to 1 dark. That way the darker low light doesn't overpower the overall color of the hair. Shampooed Ariana's hair with Color Protect. I want to share with you my favorite product of all time that Pravana has created, which is the Soap Degrees Prep and Treat. It's a game changer. But I put about that much in my hand. We're just going to drop this onto her hair to make sure we work it all the way through her ends. And this is a 5-minute treatment, guys. So when we apply this to the hair, we leave this for 5 minutes and then we rinse it. And you literally will not believe the way this hair feels. It's amazing. Prep and Treat, Soap Degrees, my favorite product. You can see where I placed the 622 in here. And like I promised before, it's a really nice, cool brown that comes out with that. There's no weird tone. There's nothing purple about it or violet. It's just a really pretty low light. And the whole point of the video today is the Chromosol Express Tone. This is our go-to product for toning blonde hair. I am actually going to do a root using the Beige Express Toner. Now I've mixed beige and clear. I used 25 grams of beige, 25 grams of clear, and then 1.5 of the Zero Lift to that. And this is going to be what we put on her root. The other mix I did today for her ends is 50% pearl, 50% clear, and Zero Lift Developer, 1 to 1.5. And that's what we have in this bowl here. The technique is going to be to go ahead and root her with the beige first, and that's going to give us that depth, give us that nice shadow root, and then we're going to melt that into the pearl. We went ahead and put the Beige Express Tones. Once again, my dilution and formula was 25 grams beige, 25 grams clear, to 75 grams of Zero Lift Developer. We applied that to her root, all in here, and we left that sit about 5 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead now and use my pearl formula Once again, the Pearl formula is 25 grams Pearl Express Tones, 25 grams Clear Express Tones to 75 grams of the Zero Lift. And I'm going to do a melt with this. So what I do is I like to start underneath in the nape here. I'll take a section about that big. And just like I'm working with Vivids, like if I was doing a pastel and I had like a violet root, I'm going to treat this the exact same way. We want to get this well saturated with our toner. And then we want to blur that line right in between the two that we used. And then we comb it all through. And it's something kind of really satisfying about doing this until we have something that looks kind of like that. And we'll continue on now and do the rest of her head, pulling and blending and melting the beige to the Pearl formula. And that's going to be our toner for this new dimensional look. Okay, we want to use a little cooler water to rinse out the Express Tones. We left it only 5 minutes more after we did the melt. And now we're going to take and just rinse this all out. The hair feels great. And I'm really excited about this new color and tone that we're going to give Ariana. Definitely use cool water with it. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the Pravana Color Protect Conditioner. Once I rinse that out, then we'll be ready to style it.
Okay, so we got the Express Tones all rinsed out now, and one of my favorite products is the Evo Intense Therapy Leave-In Treatment. It's super lightweight. It's great for finer hair like Ariana has. My next favorite product, Hydro Pearl Mist. This is a great lightweight formula too. Pro tip, I'll spray it in my hand. Just one spray gives a nice lightweight shine to the hair. If you have problems with the sprays concentrating too much in one particular area of the hair, just spray it on your hand, lightly take care of the top, face, on the ends, just like that.
We once again took a global blonde back to more of a dimensional color. I think it's a trend that we're starting to really experience. So knowing the proper ways to tone this and knowing the proper colors to use, especially on your low light, that 622 is one of my go-tos for a cool blonde. Let me be specific, this was for a cool blonde. Right, Mel?
Very cool blonde.
If we were working with something more baby blonde or we wanted to do something a little bit more warm, that would probably not be our Express Tones of choice. I'd probably incorporate more of the natural, and Pravana has all of those products to create whatever you guys want to create. So please get out there, experiment. Express Tones, Silk Degrees, Chroma Silk Always, Pure Light Power Lightener. These are the tools we always use. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, guys. Remember, follow Pravana and give us a like.
Give us a like. See ya.
Mwah.
Bye.